and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Do you drink this every day?
Every morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall, morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
You're listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Ooh, okay. 90.5 WASU. Good morning. I'm Peter.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Emma.
Ben will be back shortly, I think. Hold on. I think I put the wrong mic on. Did I? What mic is that? 2?
Mic 3.
Mic 3. Oh, oopies. Hold on. Say your name again.
I'm Emma.
That still didn't work. One more time.
no.
There we go. I did it.
There we go. I'm Emma.
Okay. It's been one of those nights, or one of those days. The coffee order I got messed up, so I'm drinking a Mountain Dew.
I love Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I've been drinking too much soda. You're scared of it? Why?
Because of that whole
The rat
Radiation thing?
Yeah, the whole rat thing.
I don't care.
That is disgusting.
I don't know
pretty
what you're
bad.
talking about. I'm gonna pretend like I don't. Anyways,
Look it up if you're curious. The rat thing and Mountain Dew.
the
Or
rat
is it-
thing.
Yeah, it's a rat.
Before I die, I want to try every single Mountain Dew flavor.
How many flavors are there?
At least 35.
There's a watermelon one they released. It was weird.
I tried that one. It was pretty good. I liked it.
It threw me off because it tasted exactly like watermelon candy,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I don't know. how
Some
I
people
feel.
like watermelon flavoring, but not watermelon.
That's weird. I don't know how you can not like watermelon. Period.
Yeah.
It's mainly water.
Fair.
But that's a summer treat thing. Now it's all about pumpkin. My friend was talking about. My friend made almond cookies.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I'm
I didn't like them.
Oh, you don't?
It was like a weird, like lemony aftertaste, and I'm like, we didn't put anything with lemon in this.
Isn't there like lemon extract that you put in?
Not what we made. We used almond extract, and it gave a weird. I didn't like it.
Do you use like
Almond
lemon
extract.
soap or something?
No. But it made me. I was talking about how my mom. I wouldn't say she's not good in other ways with baking and stuff. But my mom, the one thing she like slam dunks is right around fall. Like my mom whips out stuff with pumpkin. She's so good at using pumpkin and making baked goods out of it. Like best pumpkin loaf. Like she got one from Publix, my friend, and she was talking all this game about it. I'm like, I took it back. I was like, it's not my mom's. I was like, my mom's better. I was like, I'm not trying to talk too much game about my mom and like brag about her too much. I'm like, my mom's is better.
Get the recipe.
I
Sure.
love a good pumpkin.
I don't think she does anything weird with it. Like, I don't think she like balls out.
She just has skill.
Yeah.
Fair.
She doesn't even
mother's
she doesn't
touch.
like use fresh pumpkin. She gets it in the can, which I don't blame her for. So I just think my mom's is better. She makes really good pumpkin pie too.
Pumpkin baked goods are probably my favorite.
I agree.
They're just
Yesterday, I had a pumpkin pie cheesecake.
Oh my god.
It was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It was one of the best desserts.
I've always wanted to have a pumpkin spice latte. I've never had one before.
They're not. I don't think.
No.
Okay, I get them,
Yeah,
but they're
nothing-
honestly kind of overhyped.
They're
Yeah.
overhyped, but you haven't had one?
No, I didn't start drinking coffee until like last year.
Oh.
I wish I was drinking coffee now. Why would they give me a piping hot black coffee? I don't like it. It's a tall piping,
so mean,
like or not tall,
too.
like a tall, like a big. I was like, what? It was burning hot. I was very mad, not feeling it. Sorry, my mind, and I'm not even fully here because I was like, I don't have time to like get coffee from another place, and I should have just said like that's not my order, but I was feeling too like. I just didn't.
And you were kind of in a rush. There were a lot of
Yeah.
things. There were a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm in a
factors.
drive-through. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't like being difficult. Even though like I'll be difficult. Like we'll be
You
like,
wouldn't jump through the drive-through window just to get your coffee.
like I want an extra sugar. Give me extra sugar.
This is not mine.
That's not what I wanted. Well, I was on a date last night. The guy I was with, he was telling me about his mom, and like, I'm not disrespecting his mom, but he was talking about how his mom's like an actual Karen, like at service
no.
things. I literally was like, I'm never like. I mean, we weren't getting ahead of ourselves or anything by me saying this, but I was like, yeah, I'm not eating out with your mom. I'd be like, that just makes me super uncomfortable. He's like, it makes me
Yeah.
uncomfortable too. Trust me.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Unfortunately, the date ran late because we enjoyed each other's company. Like, we actually were having a good time. So I didn't get to prepare a show as much as I would have. The little wizard behind the curtain. I have some things to talk about, but does anyone have anything that happened over the last few days of interest?
That pumpkin pie cheesecake was the highlight of mine.
I'm like trying to remember.
Where was it from? Wait, can we say it? Yeah, we can say it. Where was it from?
Lost Province.
Oh.
Yep, right on King Street.
I didn't know they make baked goods.
They don't make it. They get them in, but like
that's where you
it's
got
still so good, and it's local still.
Okay.
It's like I think somebody in town makes them.
It's not like Stick Boy, because I think they make one.
I don't think it is. I don't know though.
Stick Boy, they have their hand in like everything. Like, they sell their stuff at other places. They sell it at Blue Deer. They sell it on campus. I'm just like, I mean, let's go entrepreneurial skills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if are they local? Like, do they have other branches? Stick Boy.
I know they have 2 places here, but that's all.
Huh. The questions that matter on 90.5 WASU, the morning app. I'll talk about this one first because it was local, and I like literally there was a news break that we were running through the station that played like just before this, and I literally was like, that's what I wanted to talk about. While I was walking to my car to go meet up with the guy I was on a date, I see a bus, and it's a double-decker bus, and I was like, what's that doing here? Maybe it's like, they have like travel buses that come through Boone a lot, but not down River Street. They always go down the 105, Blowing Rock. Like they always go through in front of what's it called now? Dogwood Hall. It used to be Hui. They always park there, and I would know that because I used to live there. So I thought it was that, but no, I see not in service in orange blinking letters, and on the side, Apple Cart, and apparently they're demoing double-decker Apple Carts, and apparently we have witness testimony of someone who's been on it.
I actually knew about it like a day ahead of time because the day before they started using it, I was riding the bus, and like while we were at the Apple Cart like stop, the bus driver like turned back and looked at it, and he was like, "You see that double-decker bus up there?
that double-decker
See that double-decker bus? They're using that tomorrow." And I had like one headphone in, so I couldn't really hear him that well, but that's what I understood. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Apparently.
And then the next day, I rode it. It was cool. I sat at the top in the very front. Beautiful view. It's kind of awkward when you like look at people though, because then they stare at you, and then you make eye contact.
What do you mean?
Like you're just sitting like at the top in the very front of the bus with like a very clear view. You're just looking around, and then there's people like walking on the sidewalk,
And they can just see right into your eyes.
And you're like, well, if you're on the top, you get to like look over them.
Yeah.
like looking down on them.
You have the high ground.
Well, I just find it. First of all, I just find it weird. I guess I don't remember the last time I've seen a double-decker bus. I don't think they run in New York City. And maybe they run in Charlotte because I've never taken the buses in Charlotte, but they do not run in New York. So I just like think like that is weird. It just makes things feel really big. And I'm like, do we need a double-decker bus? Do we? Like, I mean it like seriously.
Makes sense with
that
Pop 105 because Pop 105 gets real full sometimes.
That's a good point.
That's what it was. That's the route it was running on, 105.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can't remember the last time I rode like a double-decker bus. I don't remember like where it was.
I've definitely ridden one somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're like.
They're fun. It's nice.
Apparently.
This one's air conditioned.
Oh, aren't the buses supposed to be air conditioned? Supposed to?
Yeah.
I'm not trashing an Apple Cart for once. Oh, people used to get in. I'm holding my tongue. I'm holding my tongue. Let's just say, I'm not gonna say nothing, but if you say something about Apple Cart on Twitter, they will find you.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I'll say. I know. It's so.
So what happens if you say it on the radio?
That's why I'm keeping my mouth shut. I have nothing bad to say about Apple Cart right now.
People say bad things, but I don't have anything bad to say.
I have nothing bad to say about Apple Cart right now. I don't know even if anyone who said anything bad about Apple Cart is justified. That's all I'm saying. They will find you, and it's funny to me.
What happens when they find you?
Nothing. They just respond to you. Like they'll find your tweets and respond.
Oh.
Even if you don't tag them.
They will find you.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
It's just amusing to me. I don't know if they still do it, but I had a friend who was very vocal about their frustrations with Apple Cart, and then I'd just see their
They got flamed.
I'd see their fights on Twitter. Sorry, not fights. Conversations, discussions.
Discourse, if you will.
Productive.
Oh, anyways, I saw this on Twitter yesterday. I was like confused. So there's a video game which I do know of. I've never played it. Called Genshin Impact.
Ooh.
It's very popular. I don't understand it. And players of the video game Genshin Impact review bombed unrelated apps on the Google Play Store because apparently it was like the anniversary of the game, and like you get little prizes inside the game, and for the anniversary they gave it out to every player, but apparently they were really stinky and not good. I don't know anything about that video game, so
I remember hearing about that.
yeah,
One.
and apparently Google Classroom, that app was like the big one that got hit. Everyone was like, it's like, and like in the reviews it's very obvious. It's just like Genshin Impact, like they just say that like Genshin Impact terrible prizes or something. That happens every so often, like not with Genshin, but just in general, people like review bomb apps if like.
Life 360, that was a big one.
Why do they do that?
Because you know what it is, right? It's
I
like,
think I've heard of that.
Is that the thing
it's
that like
app
parents
where-
used to stalk their kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my parents use it. They still use it right now.
Oh my God.
Yep. I have no issues with that at all. But yeah, so your parents and your family, you all share location with each other, and anyway, people got upset with it, and the youth started bombing the reviews. And I don't know what happened because their reviews were really high to begin with.
I mean, I'm sure. Oops, that's my phone. I'm sure that they didn't. They probably scrubbed it because that's just what happens when when people review bomb an app. They just scrub it. So like the day that it all started, that's when the reviews they'll cut back to. But I don't know if. I've never seen this happen like on like I don't really understand this. Like, is it run through Google Play, that video game? It's just like that's very confusing to me because I normally would Life 360 people are upset with that app, so they'll go in that app's reviews. I just kind of thought this was a very confusing approach, and I know it started somehow. I don't know, but I'm sure it started in some random Discord server and then like caught like wildfire from there. But that one just kind of was like, that's a weird case of internet activism which won't do anything.
Yeah. Why review bomb other apps?
I don't know. Poor innocent apps. I mean, it was Google, so I mean, it's Google.
They can handle it.
Yeah. I hope it stopped there, like at Google, and not like some random person's like startup app. Okay, well, the only other thing I have to say is it's World College Radio Day. Woo!
Today?
It is. Today's World College Radio Day. We have a sweeper with my voice. We have a sweeper with my voice running through. It's just like a day that we all come to like appreciate international, like people who are in the same field as us internationally, because like, believe it or not, radio is not just here in America. And it's really cool that we get to all kind of do similar things. I don't know, I have that weird, like, We Are the World sort of, like, hokey pokey, like, very... I'm doing emotion, you can't see it, with, like, just outstretching my arms, like, international sort of feel. I always very much appreciate that I can, like, share things internationally with people, because I find it... Right. We have such different cultures, and it's cultures that, like, literally I'll never experience in my life. I'll never go to Indonesia. Maybe I will, but I'll never go to Indonesia, but there's someone probably operating a college radio station. Probably not right now, because I think it'll be, like, 9 p.m., but...
They be sleeping.
Yeah, they be sleeping.
My dad showed me, like, a website once called Radio Garden, where you can just, like, listen to radio stations anywhere in the world.
Yep.
It's so cool.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I'm allowed. Can I say that? I feel like I can say that. If you want to appreciate World College Radio Day, well, it's not college radio station, so I take it back.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it's not because but still, I like that we. Well, it's always weird because we run the Keller Radio Talent Institute through App State, which is a part of another, like, a bigger program, and like that's always weird that you can see like all these colleges and universities that run similar programs under the umbrella. I'm like, oh, there's one in Boston, and they're doing the same thing as us. Like, that stuff is weird to me.
Yeah.
Wild.
Anyways, here on the Morning App, we'll be right back. We're going to continue the show in just one moment.
the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Blanks from University Communications here in the Beaver College of Health Sciences. It's the 10-year anniversary of the Beaver College, and we're going to interview some nursing students. Come along with me. Guess how old the Beaver College of Health Sciences is?
I don't know.
No idea?
Nope.
Care to wager a guess?
5 years.
No, you're almost there. We'll keep going around until we find somebody maybe who knows. So, how do you like the Beaver College of Health Sciences thus far?
I love it. It's been a really fun time making relationships with all my classmates, and the faculty are very great. They're very caring, and it's not something I expected. I didn't expect them to care as much about me as they do, and so it's been really nice in this hard time going through nursing school.
Why did you want to be a nurse?
Well, when I was little, I had cancer, so just seeing like how the nurses helped my mom and like how she still really like thinks about the nurses and how much they did for her, I wanted to do that for other people.
What would this be called? This thing, like if you were going to look on Amazon, it must have a name, right?
It's called Seymour Butts.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
It totally is Seymour. So what do you like about the Beaver College of Health Sciences? Can you share with me something that you enjoy about it?
Yeah, I mean, what do you not like about it? It's honestly beautiful. We have everything available to us. Like as nursing students, I feel like I have like the most opportunities I would ever need. Just having like labs like this to kind of simulate like a real patient experience, that's definitely a highlight for me. It's just been a blessing to be able to go here.
Do you feel like you're doing good?
Of course.
I love your confidence. Is he going to be all right? Of course.
He'll be just fine.
He's good. Did you know how old the Beaver College of Health Sciences is? Can you guess?
10 years?
Oh my gosh, you got it. Yes, congratulations. Wow. We have this arm for you. I brought nothing for you, but yeah, how about a hand? Yeah, give her a hand. So I understand that you received a scholarship, is that correct?
Yes, I am part of the Beaver Scholars here, and with that, hopefully I am able to get into the nursing program.
What made you want to be a nurse?
Well, it all started with just experiences back at home with having not having accessible health care for my parents and the majority of the people who live in my town. I always saw the struggle there of people trying to find ways of getting health care and being able to afford it as well.
It seems like the scholarship has made a big impact in your life.
Oh, of course, yes. It's helped my family. Part of my graduating class, maybe 20, 30 students made it out to college. So that's something big and like something I'm proud of.
Did y'all know that the Beaver College of Health Sciences is having an anniversary, like right now?
Oh, it's 10 years, right?
How many? Yeah, 10. She
Crazy.
got it. Yeah. Good job. You knew. Yeah, 10 years. Thank you for your support of the Beaver College of Health Sciences and its students. Happy 10th anniversary to the Beaver College. Your support of these students is clearly having an impact on their lives now and will for years to come. Thanks so much and have a great one.
.5 WASU. You are listening to The Morning App. Hi, it's Peter.
Mary.
And Emma.
I almost messed up the board again. Okay, well, one last thing I had was, I didn't fully watch it, but there was like some Twitter video about some Florida man, and he was wrestling an alligator, or he was like pulling one out of a trash can. I didn't watch it because I didn't care to watch two idiots fight each other. But
that's fair.
That triggered a conversation in between the breaks,
which was my first Florida Man headline. We were talking about how some of them can get a little bit out of hand. Like this one was just Florida man killed by alligator while hiding from the cops.
Not the same story.
Not the same story, but apparently it happens often enough.
Apparently alligators and Florida men do not get along. The natural predator.
Seriously. And here's another good one is Florida man protects car from Hurricane Dorian by parking it in a kitchen.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait. No, read it again. What?
Florida man protects car from Hurricane Dorian by parking it in a kitchen.
I mean,
what kitchen is big enough
yeah.
to hold a
Yeah,
car?
I don't know. So it must have not been his.
Maybe it was like a restaurant
Yeah, I
kitchen.
think
That would make sense.
he just ran it through the Wendy's
Yeah.
to
Oh
keep
my
his
God.
car safe.
Yep. Let's see. Let me find
Florida.
another.
Hurricane Dorian, that was a few years ago. I haven't heard any local buzz about the hurricane season, so it ends in November, so we still got time. And
I was kind of thinking about that on like the walk over here.
Yeah,
I was
haven't
thinking
we
about like
had
how it
several
floods a lot.
This
here.
has been one of the most active years. 2019 was also crazy. That was the one that was it 2019? It might have been 2020. That was the second time in recorded history it went past. In recorded history, it went past the 25 number. I talked about it, and they used to go into Greek letters. Now they don't.
Was that the year that was just like hurricane after hurricane after hurricane? I think, yeah, I remember. That was like my junior year of high school.
It's kind of
No.
No?
No, this was recent.
Really?
2019.
Huh. Wait.
2018, maybe. It was when I was in college. It was after Florence, too.
I might be remembering wrong then.
Anyways.
Huh. Here's another headline: is Florida man once arrested for fighting drag queen with tiki torch runs for mayor.
And you know the drag queen won.
Probably.
Drag queens do not mess around. Like, I would not want to be on a drag queen's bad side.
Yeah, I wish I knew more than just the headline.
Wait, you said a tiki torch?
Yeah, tiki torch.
Oh my god.
And he ran for mayor.
Weapon of choice.
Oh my gosh.
what would be your weapon of choice if you were to like fight someone?
Not
if you
a
were in, like,
tiki
a fighting
torch.
video game.
Not like a comical one.
Yeah.
Well, it would be mine. Mine would be like a long cord microphone and like a rolling cart speaker. Like dual wielding.
Would you
so
like
I can
swing the mic?
exactly. And then I can like it's on a dolly, the speaker's on a dolly, and like get them from the legs, pushing into them. I thought about this.
That would actually be so cool.
Right.
So
See,
you've thought about this?
yeah, and then my special move would be like either like really shouting into the microphone, I'd be like sound waves, or like I get another microphone and I do the feedback thing. Like,
Oh my
whoa, 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 whoa,
gosh. I could see that in a video game. That would be so cool.
Hire me. Did you have any more?
Florida man tries to evade arrest by cartwheeling away from cops.
What? Isn't that slower?
Probably.
I would think so.
He probably
do it
was
really
not
fast.
sober.
Yeah.
What if he was
It
cartwheeling
was
like
probably
down
not
a
very
hill?
graceful experience.
We're actually very lucky. I always say I've told this before. I've told this before, but I think we're very lucky to actually have those headlines because part of the reason why is because Florida has a law that allows people. I'm not gonna get too political past this, but Florida has a law that allows people like news people to release like half the times we get big headlines, like it has to go through a whole process of like releases and stuff like that. Florida does not have that. It's called the Sunshine Law. And so half the reason why we have these stories, the other half of the reason why is because the heat is melting people's brains there. But it's actually because there's probably crazy people in every state. It's just harder to hear about them. And
And
there
there's
you
a
go.
little more protections.
And that's where the whole like trend of making fun of Florida man headline comes
Well,
from.
it's also because Florida is a sewage dump. But
Yeah.
Florida is the worst. It rains every day there.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, because the humidity is so thick. It won't rain very hard or for very long, but every day it rains. When I was visiting my pop-up there, every time it rains every day.
Wow.
I've only been to Florida once. It was when I was going to like Universal Studios.
I mean, wait.
I lost my first tooth in Disney World or Disneyland. It's
Aw.
in Florida. It's the one in Florida.
Yeah. I think it is Disneyland.
Disney World. It's Disney
Disney
World.
World.
I've only been there once and I don't remember it because I was too young. My mom I remember my mom told me I cried a lot.
The only thing I remember is losing my tooth there.
What did you lose it on? Like you chipped it or
bit
something?
into a grilled cheese. I was like 5.
I love those stories. I love those stories
Wait,
of
did it
people.
like get stuck in the grilled cheese?
It was like in
Ew.
my mouth and I was chewing it and I was like, what is hard in this grilled cheese?
I love when I
That's
love
so
that stuff.
unnerving.
People always have the weirdest teeth. Like
Yeah.
I had one that was like super. I lost a tooth and it was like super like jagged. Like that thing. I don't know what was going on with it, but there was some rootage that was like sharp.
Huh.
I almost wish I'd be one of those weird people who kept all their baby teeth.
I
Do
used to
something
do
weird with
that.
them.
I'd keep them in like this little jar I had, and they'd be like all dry and stuff.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Turn
but
it
it
into
was
something
cool.
weird.
I
Make a
kept my
necklace.
wisdom teeth when they took those out. I had 6 of them.
What? They had to break mine apart.
They had to break them?
Yeah, but they actually, but I was conked out, and I think I have either one of them or both of my top ones still. They were like, you'll be fine with those. So.
Jeez.
I remember one time one of my teeth fell out, and it like still had some of like my gums in it.
Ew. Can we not do this? We're going too far.
Did you like rip it out? What happened?
Nah, I just like touching it.
Oh my god, did anyone ever do one of those? Like, I remember it used to be a thing. Yeah, there's those old tropes that are no longer tropes, I don't think, but like one that was be like on TV, be like they'd tie a string around a baby tooth and close the door.
Yeah, my dad did that.
Oh my god, really? To you or for?
Yeah.
Oh my god, did it
He
work?
did it to me and my sister. It took like 3 or 4 tries.
Oh god. Oh.
It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
My parents would like tie a piece of floss to it and like try and yank it out, but
Yeah, they would like twist it. And,
yeah, they would twist it and then yank it.
I had none of this.
Can I say twice in my childhood, I would like spend a whole like couple hours with my parents, like they're trying to yank out my teeth, and I'm just like, no, it's not gonna happen, not tonight. I'll go to bed, and then in the middle of the night, I'll wake up with something like rattling around in my mouth.
Oh, that's so scary.
You loosened it up. They kind of did it. They loosened it up.
Oh, what if he swallowed it?
I was scared of that.
Oh my gosh.
Gross. I hate. That's up there with
Teeth and
feet.
sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
no, thank you.
Not a good pairing in my.
That's up there with feet of things I hate is teeth. I mean, it's not the same.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
legit hate feet, but like. Teeth. I was actually talking about like how I was talking to someone. I was like, I don't know how to explain it, but I can acknowledge a really good-looking hand. I was like, I should be like a hand model agent.
What do you think of mine?
I can't.
They're like covered in.
You got really long fingers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I play bass.
My nails are kind of nasty.
Well, they have to be strong. You need long and you need long and strong fingers to play bass.
True.
Because they are.
Working on the strengths.
Oh, I guess I couldn't play it then.
Yeah, I
I've
can't
got
do.
like baby hands.
I think I have smaller hands than you. I have I have huge palms. They're not like basketball player palms, but I have like disproportionately big palms, and then my fingers are stubby.
Wait, let me see.
It's weird. I don't like them. I don't not like them. It's just funny. Actually, that's funny that the song we played was Hand Clap, and now we're talking about the ways everything comes full circle. It's just effortless, really, what I do.
Connections.
Wow. Your mind.
My mind. I used to be the king of segues when I used to run a podcast, and like when I was on that podcast, it was a bunch of people, and they always be like, "You're so good at like doing segues and stuff." I would be like, "Okay, what a weird talent to have."
That's cool though. I wish I had that skill.
Segue? I don't know. Is that really a skill to envy?
One can be envious.
One can be envious. One can be envious of one's segue ability. You know, I didn't know segue was spelled S-E-G-U-E. Like the way we're using it, because like that old device, but like the things that people stand on with the handlebars, that I think is spelled S-E-G-W-A-Y.
I thought that's how Segway was.
That's how I thought too, like the word, but it's not. It's Segu. It is like search it up. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm like that.
Segway.
Segway.
I didn't even know Segway was a real word. I thought it was kind of like the Kleenex situation, like how people I don't
like
use
it's
it.
like the brand.
Yeah, the brand
name of
becomes
the
a word.
object.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I'm like, that makes no sense. Why are people using that word? What's taking my Valentino white bag? Like, that's a reference to.
That is such an old reference.
For my older audience members, that is a reference to a Vine. That's one of like the first Vines too. It came right after the Broom Broom My Mom's Car, when that was popular.
Get out me car.
Tish, that was the girl's name. My trivia.
You know the girl's name?
Tish.
Oh my gosh.
It was either Tish or Trish, but I'm pretty sure it was Tish.
Tish.
Wow.
Tish. The dish with Tish. Anyways, we're going to continue the second half of the morning app in just a moment. Stick around. Me, Emma, and Mary will continue on with the morning app.
When one arrives in Boone, you pretty quickly feel embraced by the mountains. The same thing happens here at the university. When you are a student here at the College of Business, you're embraced by the Appalachian community.
The name Appalachian State University, it means something and it connects with people. The experience goes beyond academics. There's a culture here. Everywhere I go, I wear that golden A. I take pride in that. It's not something that you find everywhere.
One of the things that's great about Appalachian is it has the resources of a big school, but the small school community.
Professors here take such an important view of how they can impact the lives of students.
That's the reason why we're here, supporting the students, seeing that they're successful both in their time here and then as they graduate.
We have a remarkable connection between faculty and students.
We have some of the leading voices in the field, so it really creates an intellectually vibrant environment.
You have the smaller class sizes, we have the high faculty engagement, and it really sets us apart.
These students are phenomenal. These students are, in my opinion, going to be the change seekers and change makers in the world, not only through their professional skills, but also because of the passion they have got for making this world a better place.
A lot of people think of school as coming to the classroom and then going home and doing homework. At the Walker College, it's not like that.
We're really trying to rethink how we deliver education, what the purpose of education is. Really trying to break that hierarchy of the professor being out in front with all the great ideas and instead saying, you know what, everybody has great ideas.
They're figuring out those solutions through innovative thinking, through an innovative process.
Innovation is the edge. We are trying very hard to push our students to think in ways that they can not only think outside the box, but what kind of positive impact they will be able to make in the world.
Having these different opportunities really sets our college apart.
We're trying to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by giving them ways of thinking about problems so they come up with solutions that are meaningful.
The students hit the ground running. They are the most technically competent, ready to go day one students. You know, when you get out into the business environment, that's the attitude you have to have.
Hiring an Appalachian graduate, as an employer, I know that I've got someone who can come in and hit the ground running.
One of the phrases you'll hear used often in the College of Business is business for good. We want our students going out in the world and helping to make it better by using business practices that can help.
I'm thankful for the transformational experience that Appalachian has given me. This college has shaped me both as a person and I think a servant leader.
Being a Mountaineer and being part of the Walker College of Business has shaped who I am today. I'm really excited to enter the workforce with the skills that I've gained here.
For me, Appalachian really represents family. You know, I don't know where I would be without my Appalachian experience. I'm proud to be a Mountaineer in so many ways.
Any student that comes out of the Walker College of Business is extraordinarily prepared to be successful and to make a difference in the world.
If you want to be able to work side by side with faculty, students, staff, community, partners, and industry, we want you to be part of our family.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
.5 WASU, the morning app here again. Hi, it's Peter,
Mary,
and Emma.
Wait, did I get you right? This is not how I'm used to. I'm used to not thinking we have a chair that's empty and it's throwing me off. And I think everyone is hot on the microphone. Spoiling yelling on the microphone. I don't know why, but you heard my voice talking about. If you were listening to the radio, you heard me talking about World College Radio Day. I already mentioned it, but it just made me think about the first time I ever listened to the radio. Not the
You
first
remember?
time. Yeah, I was the first time I made the choice to listen to the radio, and it was on the iHeartRadio app. And I could not tell you what year it was, but what was that song? Oh my gosh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Their lead singer was bald. It was like shaved head bald. Oh my gosh, I think the word "what" is in the title. Their band was called The Something, and then one of their members died somewhat recently. Dang
Red
it.
Hot Chili Peppers.
No, it's gonna kill me. But I just remember I was frustrated because I would always listen to it around like the same few hours. I'm like, why do they always play the same songs? Well, I'm always hearing this.
Right.
Gosh, what? They're British too. It's not "What Makes You Beautiful" by One Direction. Don't front for me. I know
The
that.
That'd be really funny if it was.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. What's their song?
Glad You Came.
Glad You Came. Yes. Well, I don't know why I thought the word "what" was in it, but I was thinking
my
the Wanted. That song kept coming on.
That was like from the crevices.
The fact that you did the fact that
Oh my gosh! When you said British, I was like, wait a minute. I feel
we need to play some word association games together because we win apparently.
Yeah, seriously. We should do that thing. What's the TikTok trend where it's like you start with a word and then you try and get closer to it as you go on?
Don't ask me about TikTok trends.
Well, that's one of them.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I also don't at the same time.
Yeah, you like start and you both just shout a word and then you try to find like a common ground between them.
So like if I said chicken, you would say.
Like we would both go at the same time and like.
Okay, what is it? Go with the word.
So like 1, 2, 3.
Hat.
I don't know. No, I totally panicked and just said hat.
We both said hat.
You both said hat.
Did you not hear that?
I thought, was there like a connection there?
I heard you say hat.
Oh, okay. Dang it. I was like,
I wasn't like.
I was like,
crazy.
90.5, we're establishing
hasn't
psychic
woken
connections. I was like, maybe I looked at each other like, what just happened?
No, my brain just is dumb. But yeah, so like we would say a word at the same time and we would try and get closer to it.
I understand. I do understand it now. And then eventually you just
You would want to say
the same word. That reminds me of like those are like weird like schoolyard games that like we used to do this game called with like it was like a hand clap game and it was called like Slide, I think, and I was really good at it.
I'm so good at Slide.
I don't remember it now, but I was really good at it when we were doing Aladdin Jr. at St. Anne's High School in New Jersey. Or high school, grade school.
Did y'all ever play Slaps?
Is that the game where it's
yes,
like
you like grab and you hit?
Like, grab someone else's hand and you smack their hand as hard as you can, and whoever like lets go or like pulls back first loses.
That's like Bloody Knuckles.
It's like Bloody Knuckles.
Yeah.
I didn't do that or that.
I didn't do Bloody Knuckles, but I love
Bloody
Slaps.
Knuckles sounded scary, so Slap sounded fun to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounded like
My
a
knuckles
less.
are sensitive.
My knuckles are sensitive, but I do like slapping
But I do like
the
slapping.
beans out of someone's hands.
Apparently. Not quite sure what the difference.
What do you mean?
What the difference in
like levels of pain.
Yeah. Would do.
I feel like Knuckles are way worse.
And Bloody Knuckles is more of like forceful, like hit, you know.
It's definitely there's less to protect you there. There's only really bone underneath.
That's like because I imagine like those are really painful places to get tattoos.
Yeah.
Someone was talking about like getting. Someone I know was talking about getting tattoos, and like both of the places that they chose, I'm like, you are gonna be like crying in pain.
Oh my
they were like, I want to get like an accurate replica drawing of my spine on my spine. I'm like, you're gonna be in pain, crying.
That would be really cool.
That would be really.
It would, but. And then they wanted one on the ribs, which is known
I thought
pain.
about that because I don't know anything about tattoos. I'd want to get one day. I don't know where. I don't want to be in pain though.
Dude, wait.
Any meaty part of your body.
Then go get like one on your legs. Like that's a really good like basic one. Your legs. Cool. I want to have a tattoo. I really want to.
So you don't want to have a tattoo?
I don't. like it's I don't want one, but it's not like a.
You can appreciate them.
You just can't commit to one. Really?
Yeah, I could never commit to one because I know how I am, and in like 3 months, I'm gonna be looking at this and be like, why did I even get this?
Right.
And even if it was something that means something to me, I'd be like, well, why did I have to get it tattooed? Like, it's just like.
I think that's kind of nice though, because like if you get something crazy and weird tattooed when you're young, and when you're older, you're like, that's really weird. But also, it meant something to you back then.
Yeah. So I don't fault people for getting tattoos. I just wish I could have that same level of commitment.
What if I got tattooed on my back, Chicken Joe from the movie Surf's Up?
I don't even know who that is. I know the movie.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be
like
so funny. I'd laugh at that forever for the rest of my life.
Then you should get it.
Or like
make you happy.
get one of those tattoos that age really bad, like that person who got the Rest in Peace Brian Griffin tattoo. You ever seen that?
Did you see? Oh my gosh, there was this period of time where everybody in Gen Z was feeling so collective about just being Gen Z, and they were getting all of those Z tattoos.
Girl, no, you're lying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are lying.
No, that happened, and like
sure I'm
people
part of
gave
Gen Z,
themselves
right?
stick and pokes of Z's on their arms.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is why I'm so happy. Someone asked me, the guy I was on a date with yesterday, he's a year older than me. He's 22, about to be 23. And he was talking about how he was asking like, do you consider yourself Gen Z? I'm like, yes. And he was like, yeah, so do I. But at the same time, like,
I would.
What are, like, I don't get, like, the people who are like 16, 17 are also Gen Z, and I don't see nothing in common with them. They're probably the ones doing the stick and pokes.
They are.
Gross, dude.
That's so nasty.
We are the generation. That's.
Just, ooh.
Stick and pokes, I remember they were a big deal. Like, people would get them all the time at my high school, and I'm like, that is so tragic. Like, that, maybe that's why I don't want tattoos, because I was exposed to, like, really terribly made tattoos from
fair.
stick and pokes, looking like someone just drew Sharpie on your hands.
Yeah.
Girl.
I remember my sister used to like fill in her nails with black Sharpie because she couldn't find black nail polish anywhere.
She couldn't go to Walgreens.
People would
Dunno.
do it with like whiteout too.
Really?
Ew, oh, that's,
with
your
whiteout.
nails would be all crunchy, dude.
I would paint my nails black with like nail polish, and then when it like chips off inevitably, I'll just fill it in
Fill
with
it with Sharpie. That's different. At least you like painted them.
Yeah.
Well, the whiteout one, wait, did they like white out their fingers and then put the Sharpie on top?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that'd be like slightly, at that point you're doing way too much work.
Yeah.
But I feel like that one makes sense because at least you have like a base. Because I know that smudges off. If you put it right on your nails, it's going to smudge right off, I think. It's like a slick surface. I don't know how fingers work.
I haven't painted my nails in so long.
My nails are
I kind of want to get acrylics. I haven't had them in a long time.
I bite my nails too much to get them painted.
I don't know why, but my nails just like don't grow. Like some of them grow and then others don't.
My ring finger always grows super quick, so I was like biting on that one. Because I don't bite on my nails like some people just can't help it. I only do it when I'm like, these nails are getting long. I hate the feeling of nail clippers. I've never liked them, so I've just.
I don't bite my nails, but I will like pick at them until I tear it off.
Ooh.
My nails are really thin, so they'll like if I like am doing too much work or something, they'll split really easily.
Ooh.
Oh
So I
dang.
keep them short.
Yeah, if you bite them, they'll grow split too.
Yeah, they
and I
will.
hate that.
It's bad.
I know someone's listening right now and biting their nails.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
We're just like triggering.
Yeah. No, I know someone's looking at their hands right now and be
They're
like,
like,
my fingernails are getting kind of long.
So well.
Yeah. I apologize. It's not personal. It's the radio. Even though we're personal, we're in your earbuds on your device. In your earbuds on your phone or on any device.
And on your airwaves.
No, it's like a thing. We used to like do it as one of our throws on the station. I just can't remember it. One of our sweepers says it and everything. Me being a terrible employee of the station, not knowing every nook and cranny. Which reminds me of Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing.
Did I talk about how I want to? Yeah, I did. I want to restart my island.
Yeah.
I really do.
Honestly, do it. I've restarted like my Wild World town like 5 times.
I think my mom played Wild World.
Can I tell a story?
You can after the break.
All right.
Here on the morning app, me, Emma, and Mary are going to continue it in just a moment, talking about Animal Crossing. We'll be right back.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
In 1899, the misty ridges of northwestern North Carolina became home to a simple yet powerful vision: to transform lives and the region through the empowerment of education. Nearly 120 years later, students still feel.
When one arrives in Boone, you pretty quickly feel embraced by the mountains. The same thing happens here at the university. When you are a student here at the College of Business, you're embraced by the Appalachian community.
The name Appalachian State University, it means something and it connects with people. The experience goes beyond academics. There's a culture here. Everywhere I go, I wear that golden A. I take pride in that. It's not something that you find everywhere.
One of the things that's great about Appalachian is it has the resources of a big school, but the small school community.
Professors here take such an important view of how they can impact the lives of students.
That's the reason why we're here, supporting the students, seeing that they're successful both in their time here and then as they graduate.
We have a remarkable connection between faculty and students.
We have some of the leading voices in the field, so it really creates an intellectually vibrant environment.
We have the smaller class sizes, we have the high faculty engagement, and it really sets us apart.
These students are phenomenal. These students are, in my opinion, going to be the change seekers and change makers in the world, not only through their professional skills, but also because of the passion they have got for making this world a better place.
A lot of people think of school as coming to the classroom and then going home and doing homework. At the Walker College, it's not like that.
We're really trying to rethink how we deliver education, what the purpose of education is. Really trying to break that hierarchy of the professor being out in front with all the great ideas and instead saying, you know what, everybody has great ideas.
They're figuring out those solutions through innovative thinking, through an innovative process.
Innovation is the edge. We are trying very hard to push our students to think in ways that they can not only think outside the box, but what kind of positive impacts they will be able to make in the world.
Having these different opportunities really sets our college apart.
We're trying to prepare the leaders of tomorrow by giving them ways of thinking about problems so they come up with solutions that are meaningful.
The students hit the ground running. They are the most technically competent, ready to go day one students. You know, when you get out into the business environment, that's the attitude you have to have.
Hiring an Appalachian graduate, as an employer, I know that I've got someone who can come in and hit the ground running.
One of the phrases you'll hear used often
to the morning app
in the
on
College of Business
90.5
is
WASU.
90.5 WASU, the morning app is still here with Peter,
Mary,
and Emma.
Mary, we were talking about Animal Crossing, which is like so out of like not relevancy anymore. But
Yeah.
you had a, what was it about Wild World?
It was about
That was the Animal Crossing and the Nintendo DS for those of you who are like, what are you talking about?
It was my first Animal Crossing game, and I got it when I was in 3rd grade.
Okay.
I played that game for 3 years.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you were committed.
I was committed. And then we had like a family friend over, and I was hanging out with his sister, and he was like, "Can I play on your DS?" And I was like, "No, it's like almost out of battery," because also I just didn't want him to play on it. We were
Gross.
kids. And then I come downstairs later only to find that he is on my DS playing Animal Crossing in a new town.
Oh my god.
Deleted all of my progress, and I blew up at him. I was
frustrating.
so upset.
Oh my god, that's heartbreaking. Cause like Animal Crossing is like it's like a life simulator. It's not like realistic life simulator for the most part. Like you're in a town with villagers.
You have a house,
of
you can
talking
decorate
animals.
it, you can buy clothes and furniture.
Is that like a mix between Sims and Minecraft?
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Especially the newest one, yes.
Oh yeah, the newest.
Less so Minecraft, but there's like crafting elements in this
Okay.
one.
I've heard it compared to Minecraft before, is all.
Pretty much the crafting is where it stops, I would say.
Yeah.
But
So that was just.
I guess maybe like the terraforming as well. In
yeah,
the
yeah.
Game.
Oh yeah, that's the thing now. I forgot you can like customize your outfit. This is dry conversation.
Oh.
I'm sorry. No, Animal Crossing is something I love the villagers. I love most of them. I have, if this was a video game podcast, I'd go into more detail, but I have like controversial opinions about Animal Crossing, and Animal Crossing fans are the worst. Like the real dedicated fans, they are the worst. I hate them.
I get what you mean, especially with this new game.
Yes, man. Well, this one blew itself up. Like it was the most popular game of the series by far.
Oh yeah.
And I got it the first day it came out, but now I'm excited. We're talking about video games. This is just lame, but so for those of you who don't know much about video games, it was like a big deal that Nintendo was not very online player friendly. There's a lot of games that you would only be able to play multiplayer locally, which stinks because I'm sure people nowadays when they think video games, they think of computers more times than not, in my opinion. Especially if like you guys have, if you the listener have probably like 16-year-old sons, they're probably playing on their PC, their laptops or whatever, their gaming laptops, and they're playing with people online. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't do that with a lot of its games. They did it for like Super Smash Brothers, a little bit with Animal Crossing and Mario Kart, but they wouldn't do it with one of my favorite games, which is Mario Party. I am a huge Mario Party fan.
Oh, yeah.
And now they are. The newest one that came out a few years ago, it had a random update like, okay, you can play online now. And there's a new one coming out that's I want to get it. It's a remix of all the like classic Mario Party awards and stuff.
I want to play that.
I know, and it's online.
Trying to
Get
play
into
Mario
it.
Party?
I love Mario Party. That is the one game where I could say I can't. Besides the mini games, because I'm pretty good at those, you can't really say like I'm really good at Mario Party, and that's why I love it. It is as long as you
like
think
half
smart.
chance.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
it
If
is
you
half
think smart, you can.
You can get around, but
Who did I played it with I played it with some of my friends recently, and I was getting mad because I'm like, you guys aren't coming. Like I was taking that game a little too seriously. I didn't get too mad at them, but I'm like, they were like, oh man, like me. They're like, you're getting so far ahead, and I'm like, well, it's because you guys aren't committing. Like you aren't thinking smart.
Right.
Think smart. Because like the mini games I was decimating in, so. And I hadn't even played that game. I hadn't.
what's your favorite mini game? Which one are you best at?
Well, I remember there was one on the Wii that I loved just because it looked really cool. And it was really easy. All you had to do was shake the Wii remote up and down. Yeah, I know. Laugh. And it was just one with soda pop, and like the object of it was to shake it up quick enough in an allotted amount of time to have the like soda, when they open it, the soda bubble will explode, and like whoever has the highest explosion.
Get the lead out.
Is that what it's called?
Okay, so I played Mario Party on the DS.
Okay.
And they had like a similar game where you just basically just had to button mash to get the lead out of this like mechanical pencil. I suck at this game.
Oh my god, Mario Party DS was like one of my favorites. I loved the
I love
boards
it
on that
so
one.
much.
We're really talking about video games. But what about you? Do you have a favorite one?
No, I haven't really played.
No.
I know.
Mario Party is such a like there used to be like the running thing with like if you want to end a friendship with someone, play Mario Party. Because like the old ones, you could really get mean.
I guess
same. Oh my
was
gosh.
fortunate and never had a friendship ended.
Did you play video games when you were growing up?
Not a ton. My parents were a little bit strict, so I was
Right.
like not able to be in front of a screen for a ton of time. They liked me to go outside and make my own fun.
Gross. The
Oh.
outdoors.
I know. How could they?
I wonder why.
Strip me of my childhood.
I guess I was like fostered to be a gamer from a young age because I used to go to year-round school, and every time I'd be like, tracked out, my parents would still have work in the morning, so we would just be left home alone, and I would just be on the computer for
track were
hours.
you?
I was track 3.
I was track 1.
I don't know what that means.
It's a year-round school kid thing.
Yeah.
But what's the track thing?
It's like so how year-round school works is there's different pod or like sections of people.
Yeah.
They like break the students into 4 kind of groups, and those are who you're with all year, and they call them tracks because you're on separate schedules. So track 1 was mine. It was the best, honestly. You would go to school for a month, and then you'd get 2 weeks off. and it would be like a quarter. So you would like have your grades for that quarter, and you'd be done with that section, and then you get a 2-week break, and you go back to school for a month.
Oh my gosh.
It was awesome.
It was so good.
It was so
Going
like just
to
the best way
traditional
to
school
learn.
after that was so
It was
hard.
so hard because then you had all of this summer, and then you go back and just work.
It's
and
just
it's
constant,
draining.
yeah.
It's so I get burnt out like crazy now.
I get burnt out like crazy, and I didn't go year-round school.
Go to year-round school.
But that's
Cool.
oh yeah. Let me just
No,
do it. In my
too bad.
senior year of
Too
college,
late.
I have thought about how I actually regret. I wish I had expressed an interest in like clothing and stuff because I really do want to try my hand at like making clothes and stuff. I find that stuff super interesting.
You could still do it.
Yeah, but it'd be money that I don't want to spend.
That's true.
fair.
That's a good point.
But like costuming, I think is like super cool. And I'd be like, dang, I really wish I went to like costume design or something.
I have a friend who last year, in one of her art classes, she's a graphic design major too. Their project was to like make a piece of like clothing, but like art, you know. And so she decided to like sew a skirt, but she did not know anything about like sewing or using a sewing machine.
Right.
She had to learn in like a week.
Yeah.
Or like a couple weeks.
She probably did a tube skirt, didn't she?
what?
A tube skirt, so like a tighter fitting skirt.
Nope.
Really?
It was like loose. It was nice. Actually.
Oh, was it like was it floor length?
Almost.
Yeah, okay. Me with my clothing knowledge. I know nothing about it, but I know like the progression in which you like learn to sew stuff.
Yeah.
And so like the first dress that people make are usually like tube dresses or like ill-fitting like gowns. Me being judgmental. Yeah.
Sewing is hard though.
It's hard.
I'd be
Oh my
worried of like
gosh.
making something like and then putting it on and it just like falls apart.
Yeah.
I would cry.
Yeah. That's like that is a challenge, especially because you work on a mannequin, and then it's like, oh, this looks great. How do I get it off? Like that's a problem. Like, oh, this looks amazing, but if you're working on a mannequin, you forget to like put a zipper or like buttons or something, which
You're stuck. It's like that Drake and Josh meme. Wasn't it your job to make the door?
Yeah, I've outlined it with magic marker. See?
Right, and
Right there.
My sister was a costume design major. She graduated, but like when she was in high school, she used to use me as a mannequin because we were kind of like the same size.
What did you get any like cool? Do you remember any of the outfits that you made?
Yes, I remember when like y'all know Undertale. When that game came out, she made this like really cool Nabstablook dress with like a hood. Nabstablook was the ghost character.
Oh, I barely remember that.
And I think she also made like a Toriel dress. She wore a cosplay to prom. She cosplayed as Fiona from Adventure
Shrek?
Time.
Oh. I would rather Fiona from Shrek.
That'd be funny.
Girl, that'd be legendary. Plus, that makes sense because Fiona wore dresses. Renaissance dresses, but dresses.
Renaissance dresses. Oh my gosh.
No, Renaissance fashion is. I hate it.
Really?
I hate it. It's,
I think it's nice.
so ugly.
I'd love to wear it.
The only thing I like about it is when the women would wear like those weird things that covered their hair and head, and like it would just be a face.
Oh.
I think those look dope, and they have the little band around their forehead. Those look dope, but otherwise, I hate. The only fashion.
You don't like peasant dresses and stuff?
No. Not at all.
I want to have like a poet's shirt. No, I just want to dress like a pirate.
Oh, well, I guess the men. They wear those like open collar, like
Well, when I mean like a peasant dress, it's like that square dress collar with the poofiness at the bottom and like a poofy shirt underneath,
or like poofy sleeves.
That was the time of the petticoat, and that was a gift to women's fashion everywhere. But otherwise, petticoats are for those who don't know. Why do I know this? Because I have a weird thing for fashion. Petticoats are the little, like the stuffy part under a dress to make it poofy. It's the petticoat, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I thought it was a coat.
Yeah, for the longest time.
It sounds like a coat, like a little.
It has the word coat in it.
Petticoat, like it
You
seems
think
like
it's
a
like
peacoat.
a small, like a peacoat.
Yes,
Exactly.
I was like, ooh, a petticoat. I want me going to shopping. Can I get a petticoat? Peacoats are peacoats. If Amanda's wearing a peacoat, it's a red flag. I'm telling you that now. And I have a peacoat. I have a peacoat.
I have a peacoat.
But you're not a man.
It's a nice and white peacoat too, though. So I feel like that might be a female red
It's so
flag.
cute.
I'm so excited to wear it.
I want a white denim jacket so bad.
Ooh, that would look good on me too.
White is such a good color on me, dude. I didn't think so, but I look very good in white. My wedding's about to be weird. Okay, well this is a weird turn of events. Well, we're on costume stuff. Does anyone have any plans for the costume? We're about to wrap the show, but
yes,
Halloween. It is the first day of October.
You mentioned pirates. I was thinking of pirates.
Are you gonna be a pirate?
I was thinking about it.
Are you gonna really commit and chop off a leg and get a peg leg?
I may as well go ahead and get that check while I'm at it. Some insurance money there. Try and find a way.
But is that what you're gonna do, pirate lady?
Possibly. I'm still thinking about it. Got a month.
You got a month.
31 days exactly.
But I would I would be a little cautious because you want to buy things earlier because you're gonna probably have to get them shipped.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man, I had a plan. I was gonna do a cosplay for Halloween, right?
Yeah.
I had a plan for who I was gonna cosplay as until yesterday.
What
yesterday,
happened?
I was just like, because I've been drawing this character from this video game that I like, for like a couple days now, and I was just like, oh, I could cosplay as this
Do
character.
you think you could do it?
Yeah, it's like super simple, except for the hair. I'd have to dye my. I actually want to dye my hair.
What color?
Red.
Like electric blue.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
That's gonna be cool.
And it's basically the rest of it is just basically black turtleneck, red ripped jeans.
What is this? I don't know the video game.
It's called Sally Face.
Yeah, I figured it was what you're talking about on the break, but yeah, I don't know that character.
I have a drawing here.
Mine is I'm going as Orville Peck. I think I already said, and I want to be Orville Peck. But I might go to like I might have to have two costumes. And I wish I had the body to be something like attractive, like ooh, but no. I look good with as many layers of articles of clothing on me as possible. Not like something like, oh whoa, he's looking all
It's
flashy.
also gonna be like 20 degrees. This is Boone.
Oh wait, yeah.
And what about it? Fashion's pain.
That's a good point. As long as you commit.
All right. We're wrapping up the morning app. I'm Peter.
I'm Mary.
And I'm Emma.
Thank you guys for listening.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.